will not be out of the other's sight, as I may say, even for a moment. Lana M. Ruckel, My Blessing, My Curse. If you love a flower that lives on a star, it is sweet to look at the sky at night. All the stars are abloom with flowers. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, The Little Prince. April 1806. Maria de la Concepción Marcela Arguello, a charming daughter of Comandante Don José Dario Arguello, was only 15 when a Russian ship Juno arrived at the San Francisco Bay from New Archangel, Sitka, Alaska. Full of intentions to secure a trade agreement and supply the starving Russian colonies with California's riches, Nikolai's delegation arrived and was generously welcomed in the Presidio. Even so, they had little chance of reaching their goals, for the Spanish law was very strict about prohibiting its colonies' trade with foreigners. Despite the failure in business, the journey turned out to be a blessing in disguise for Nikolai Ryazanov. However, some skeptics may well question Ryazanov's motives for attracting the girl on the grounds that the connection with mighty New Spain was his clear mission at the beginning. On the other hand, there is no doubt about the human ability to fall in love under the gentle sunshine of the spring. Whatever we focus on, wherever the place is, it's all about people who might turn it into a melting pot, so vibrantly streaming their thoughts, pulsing with the energy, and sometimes even pushing to the limits of the mind. What goes around comes around. It is popularly believed that a singular soul split into two beings in order to experience duality on earth is a twin flame. Assumedly, each half of the soul is a duplicate of the other, taking masculine and feminine forms. 2,500 years ago, Plato described the phenomenon of twin flame in the Symposium. And when one of them meets the other half, the actual half of himself, whether he is a lover of youth, a lover of another sort, the pair are lost in the amazement of love and friendship and intimacy, and one will not be out of the other's sight, as I may say, even for a moment. In fact, for a 53-year-old truck mechanic from Canada who had never left the country before and had to go the extra mile to save enough for traveling abroad, the idea of visiting his Ukrainian girlfriend of 43 must have seemed pretty challenging. A random knocker would get a point saying it was crazy. Not to mention the fact that Sophia was a doctor's widow with 2 children, a son of 22, medical student, and a daughter of 15. It was a charismatic Sophia who made a mature man like Ben travel overseas again and again, ignoring his mother's fears and attempts to find a match for him next door. As they both found their love again rather late in life, they believed to enjoy every bit of it and keep the fire burning to the end of time. so, her husband would drive Sophia nuts each time when he was so casually saying, "We've got 100 years together ahead of us." "Hello. You need to see a doctor somehow this week. Pay a visit, please." The nurse sounded convincing on the phone. "I love you, Sophie. What if I lost my arm or leg at work? Would you leave me? Would you love me less?" he asked. Why is that one person has the authority to question the other person's right for essentials of happiness? Skype chat, Ben. "I want you, to be with you, to hold you closely, to kiss you, to share life with you." There was nobody in the room but her and the echo of their conversation in her head. Lana and Ruko, my blessing, my curse. Trailer. P.S. 2014. Have you ever heard the story of Conchita, Benji?